How are you going to win at Forex trading in 2024? That's what we're going to be covering on this particular video, because the Forex market is the highest industry which is very fluctuating. All right, the Forex market changes like the wind. A strategy that might be working that was working yesterday might not be working today, or a strategy that was working in 2023 might not be working in 2024, or even if it's working in 2024, there are few changes you need to make to be able to win in the Forex market. Not only talking about the Forex strategy, like I used to say, if you ask the millionaires in Forex trading what makes them money at the end of the day, they will likely not talk about a strategy all the time. They have few points that they are able to follow. And on this particular video, I'm going to be giving you guys the 10 points that you need to be able to follow them religiously if you want to win in Forex trading in 2024. There is no other way. This is out of 8 years of experience, and this is the system I follow at the start of every year, because I know, okay, if I can follow this system, whatsoever that happens within the year, I'll be flexible enough to easily adapt and still stay on top of the chart. So make sure you stay to the end of the video, and if this is your first time watching my channel and you haven't subscribed, smash that subscribe button below to subscribe to the channel so that you are always updated anytime I drop the content like this. So if you guys can see, I have a very beautiful design here, and it just have all the points. We're just going to be going from number 1 to number 10 on how you can win in Forex trading in 2024. So the first one in order of importance to me is your system/approach. Your system/your approach. So under your system/approach, like I used to say, ask all the big people who have cashed out in Forex trading. Ask all the big people who have cashed out with prop firms. They will likely not be talking about their strategy. Even if they're talking about their strategy to say, no, I only trade this market session, blah, 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 they just bullshitting you around. All right, the main thing that have gotten them to where they are is their system or their approach. So let's go under approach. Under approach, I want you to have 2 sets. So one set is for what? Is for prop trading. It's for prop trading. And for one set is for private trading. Private trading. So these are 2 different styles of trading: prop firm trading and private trading. If you come under prop firm trading, I did a video where I was showing you guys the same approach I used in 2023 that got me $5 million in live funding and almost about $400,000 in payout. And that system was called the STD. All right, this is not sexually transmitted disease. It's just my system. All right, it stands for strategy, transition, dominate, or dominate and repeat. So if you want to know more about that system or that approach that has been working for me, just check the link above to be able to watch that particular video in detail. So you can see this was my system for what? For prop firm trading. And when it comes to my private trading, my system or my approach is simple: to slowly and surely grow the account slowly and surely. So when it comes to my private account, if in prop firm trading I used to risk 1% or 2% per trade, when it comes to my private account, slowly and surely. If I can get even 2% gain on my private account per month, I'm very happy, because that one I've got to keep all the money. I've got to trade at my own term and at my own rules. So my approach for my private account, I reduce my risks, and with my approach for prop firm trading, I have the STD system, which I use that to generate profit. And my main goal trading with prop firm in the first place is to raise capital for what? Is to raise capital for my private account. That should be the main reason why you trade with prop firm, to raise capital for your private account. So with that being said, that is that under system and approach. Next point on our list, we have adaptability and flexibility. So at the back of your mind, if you want to win in 2024, always give yourself a room for growth and know that things are going to change, and you have to be very flexible enough to easily adapt to those changes. Changes can be in your strategy. Maybe the risks you are using on your strategy, the strategy doesn't accommodate that risk anymore. You need to be able to adjust that. Maybe changes can be, maybe you're fond of trading with your own private account, trying to flip maybe $100 account to $1,000 account, which is not realistic. Maybe instead of trying to do that, you can use that $100 account to maybe buy a $5,000 pro forma account or a $10,000 pro forma account and see how you can use that to compound your profit for your private account. So there are different things you can do, being flexible to adapt to changes in the forex market. Next point is technology. If you are going for a prop firm, make sure that prop firm is offering MT5. Make sure that prop firm has the best website, the most flexible website. Make sure the prop firm is having a very good dashboard that will allow you to easily navigate without crashing or without whipsaws all the time. So technology is very, very important. Make sure you're using the right technology. So under tech, I want us to talk about apps, right? So to win in forex trading in 2024, let's talk about apps. So under tech again, you need to also consider the apps you use. One of the most important one I already spoke of is MT5. So you need to be able to use MT5. That's the highest app I use all the time. I do everything with my MT5. I analyze with my MT5. I place my trade with my MT5. Next important app you need is FX Calculator. So you just go to your Play Store, your App Store, and you download that particular app. It's for free. That app is going to help you to calculate your risk to reward, to calculate your Fibonacci level, to calculate your risk spread, to calculate a lot. I used to try to do these things manually, but with this app, it makes my life very, very easy. Next app on our list is what is, let's go like this. Next app on our list is investing. Investing.com. All right, investing.com, very, very powerful. I did a detailed video showing you guys how you can use investing.com. I'm going to leave the link of that video above, but I do a lot with investing.com. On investing.com, if you're someone who trades news, you can go there to be able to read your economic data. You can go there to be able to see forecasts on different currency pairs. You can go there to be able to get a lot of information that will help to navigate you through the complexity of the forex market. So that app is very, very important. Another app we need, which I don't normally use it most of the time, is just TradingView. All right, TradingView. So for TradingView, when it comes to analysis, it's just few options like position calculator and just few analytical options that are not available on MT5 that I can occasionally use it on TradingView. But MetaTrader 5 has everything I need, but occasionally I can just use TradingView. So the next and the last app you need is Binance. So if you're someone who trade prop firm, which I advise you to do, then you need Binance. So I'm not affiliated with Binance, but this is the app I use all the time. So you need this particular app to be able to receive your payments from prop firm, because most of them, with the discontinuation of a deal, they used to use a deal. It used to be like this. So they used to use deal, but with the discontinuation of deal, most prop firms, 90% of prop firms, including my prop firm Lionheart funding program, do payouts using crypto. And you can easily receive your payout with using your Binance account. Once the money is in your Binance account, you can easily convert it to your bank account. You can do whatsoever you want. So you need that as the last app to succeed in 2024. Let's go now to the next point on how to win in forex trading in 2024, which is prop trading. So when it comes to prop trading, your approach is going to be the most important. So what's the approach you're going to be using to trade with prop firms? How do you plan to start with a $100,000 prop firm account and compound that to maybe $1 million or $2 million or even $5 million like I did in 2023 and documented everything? So your approach is going to be the most important thing. What is your risk management? All right, your risk management when it comes to prop firm. What's your risk management? Do you already know that for you to be able to succeed with prop firm trading, you should never take a trade that has a risk to reward of 1:2? Because if you are taking trades that have a risk to reward of 1:2, even if you have a 40% accuracy or a 40% win rate, you will still be making money at the end of the day. Because 40% win rate, it means you have 6 losers and 4 winners. With 6 losers, you've lost 6%, and with 4 winners, you just made plus 8%. So at the end of the day, net will be equal to what? Plus 2%. Show me someone who can make plus 2% at the end of every month, and I'll show you a forex millionaire. I'll show you forex millionaire. That's what people fail to understand. So part of risk management is to know that I should never take a trade that doesn't have a risk to reward of at least 1:2. Because even if I have more losers than winners, at the end of the day, I will still be making money. Talking about prop firms again, you need to be able to go with a reputable prop firms. So are these prop firms paying you out? Are they founded by people who even have an idea on forex trading? Because there's a difference between prop firm trading and the model of business behind prop firm trading. The real definition of prop firm means proprietary trading. It means you train someone as a company, you train traders to come and trade your money. That's the same thing I did in 2015. Apart from train me, they trained me from level 1 to level 100, from 0 to pro, because they knew that, okay, the more we teach the person how to trade, we are going to be able to give him our money. And when I finished with them, I was exceptional. They gave me $200,000. Prop firm nowadays is a totally different scenario, because they don't even need to know if you know trade or not. They are not going to train you, but so long as you have your strategy that's working somewhere, you can come and buy a challenge and trade with those prop firms. So the real reason behind most of these prop firms are founded by people who don't even have an idea about forex trading, who are not even profitable themselves. And I find it difficult how these people are going to tailor the system to your advantage. So that's that with prop firms. And then to succeed again with prop firm in 2024, I already explained this on one of my videos, is to be able to know that the main reason why you are trading with a prop firm is to build your private brokerage account. All right, your private brokerage account. So that's the main reason you should trade with a prop firm should be to generate capital to build your private brokerage account. Because prop firm might disappear tomorrow as the industry looks. Prop firms might disappear tomorrow, but one thing that will never disappear is your private account. Your private forex account is going to be there. Forex is not going nowhere. Forex is never going to stop, and with that account you are still going to be trading even with or without a prop firm. Number 5 on our list is risk management. All right, risk management. Let's talk about risk management, right? So under risk management, number 1 point that will help you to be able to win in 2024 is risk to reward. This 1 point alone made me millions in 2023. In 2023 and in 2024, I'm going to emphasize it as much as I can. So what is risk to reward? So risk to reward is just the meaning. It's just the basic definition of risk to reward is the dollar amount you get for every dollar you invest in the market, all right? Or how much you get for every dollar you invest. As easy as that. So if I take a risk to reward, you can write it like this: a risk to reward. No ratio. If you did ratios in school, you'll be able to understand. So if I write the risk to reward of 1:1, it means if I'm investing $1, all right? If I'm investing $1 and the market goes my way, then I'll only be able to make $1. You see, that's a risk to reward of 1:1. If I'm talking in terms of percentages, it means if I'm investing 1% and the market goes my way, then I'll only be able to make 1%. That's a risk to reward of 1:1. And then what if I have a risk to reward of 1:2, which is what I always emphasize, which is what I preach, which is what I practice all the time. So with the risk to reward of 1:2, which is the ultimate, with this one, let's use this one because this is the most important for me. So with this particular one, a risk to reward of 1:2, it means if I'm risking $1 and the market has to go my way, I will make $2. In terms of the dollar, right? And then in terms of percentages, it means if I'm risking 1% per trade and the market has to go my way, then I'll make 2%, which is what I've always advised. If you are taking a trade, I mean, before you pull the trigger on that trade, the trade must have the opportunity or the ability to give you a profit of at least a risk to reward of 1:2. Never take any trade that the risk to reward is less than 1:2, period. So let's go to the next point, which is trading psychology. So first point is going to be FOMO. In 2024, I don't want you guys to suffer from FOMO. So what is FOMO? FOMO is the fear of missing out. We have FOMO and we still have FOTT, fear of taking a trade. So we have FOMO and we have FOTT, fear of missing out and the fear of taking a trade. So let me explain this to you. The fear of taking a trade is when the fear of missing out is when you feel like you need to take every other trade in the forex market. You need to trade every market session. You need to be able to trade all news events because you don't want to miss out. Let me tell you something. No matter how you are a superhuman, you will never be able to trade all the setups in forex trading. And then what's the fear of taking a trade? There are some people, no matter how your strategy is perfect, you've back tested, you've done everything, and when it comes to the moment where you need to pull the trigger, some people hesitate. Some people take the next step behind, they hesitate, they don't want to pull that trigger. Why? Because of fear. The fear of the unknown. Yeah, in forex trading, you always have fear of the unknown because no one knows for certain the outcome of every trade. Fear of taking a trade. This one is very, very simple. I want you to predefine, all right? Predefine your risks. Predefine your risks. So predefine your risks. That's the first noun. Then acceptance. Acceptance. It's as easy as that. Acceptance. You predefine your risks on every trade. Meaning before you get into any trade, if you are risking 1% or if you are risking 2%, you should already know, okay, I'm risking 1% on this particular account, and this is a $100,000 profit account. It means if this market doesn't go my way, I will lose 1% of my account. I'll be comfortable to lose 1% of my account. So you always ask that question. If this trade doesn't go my way, am I going to be comfortable to lose this particular amount? If the question is no, then you reduce your risks. The question should always be yes before you can pull that trigger. So if you can predefine your risks before you get into any trade, and then you accept your losses, accept responsibility, take accountability, and accept all your losses. Stop trying to look for reasons. Stop trying to justify. Stop trying to look for 101 reasons why the prof blew your account. The prof didn't blow your account, bro. You didn't know how to trade. You didn't know how to accept your losses. You didn't know how to view yourself as a trader. You didn't know how to think and act as a forex trader. It's not a prof's problem. It's not a broker's problem. It is your problem. So learn how to accept your mistakes, because it is only through accepting and taking full responsibilities of those mistakes that you are going to learn, that you are going to grow. Because in forex trading, I always say you never lose. It's either you earn or you learn. If you place a trade that doesn't go your way, accept the risks and learn from that particular trade. So the next point on our list is diversification. If you're someone who is religious as I am, or if you're a Christian, you'll be able to know in the book of Ecclesiastes, it says you should be able to put your investments in different places, because you just don't know where bad luck is going to be coming. As easy as that. So what am I saying? Well, what's that phrase saying? It's just telling you that you need to diversify your investments. You need to diversify your portfolio, because you don't know which one is going to be having bad luck tomorrow. You don't know which one is going to be blown out tomorrow. You don't know which one you're going to be feeling tomorrow. So you diversify your investment, you diversify your portfolio. Diversification. So under diversification, we have two types of diversification here, right? We have assets. We have assets diversification, and then under asset, we have assets diversification, and then again under profit trading, we have prop diversification. All right. So what's the meaning of asset diversification? This is pretty self-explanatory. Asset diversification is when you start trading with different currency pairs, different currency pairs. All right, so you trade with different currency pairs, you trade with different assets, because you don't know which asset is going to have more liquidity tomorrow. You don't know which asset is going to be silent tomorrow. You don't know which asset is going to be more volatile tomorrow, because we only make money in forex trading when there's liquidity. And anytime there's volatility in the market, that's a good thing for us. We're going to be able to have more liquidity, and that's where we'll be able to make money. Have you ever wondered why, if you are trying to trade a consolidated market where the market just keep bouncing on support, just keep consolidating, the chances of you losing money are very high as opposed to a trading market. That is because for a consolidated market, the liquidity is almost dead, it's low. While for a trending market, the liquidity is high. You can do what we call stacking. You can keep stacking trade, but you can't do that if you're trying to trade a consolidated market. That's what I'm talking about. What? I'm talking about you being able to trade different currency pairs. Then please don't still follow this advice where people come to you, they say, no, only just focus on gold, only just focus on Great Britain pound JPY, only just focus on euro this. Bro, I did a video recently where I was explaining the same phenomenon. You need to be able to diversify your assets. And diversifying your assets means you should trade with different currency pairs. The same strategy which is working on your Great Britain pound USD is the same strategy that's going to work for your euro USD. There can just be some few changes. Support and resistance is always going to be support and resistance. It's going to work even for gold or indices, or even if you are trading corn or palladium or whatever. Support and resistance will always be support and resistance. Fibonacci will always be Fibonacci. But the only difference is you just need to learn when it comes to their peak values, when it comes to their risk management, risk calculation. Those are the only few things you learn. But learn the importance of trading with different currency pairs. We have more than 28 different currency pairs in the forex market that you can trade. Not all the currency pairs. Also learn how to trade different assets. You should be able to trade FX pairs. Under FX pairs, we have something like Great Britain pound USD, euro USD, and all that. We also have commodities. Under commodities, that's when we have gold, we have silver, we have palladium, and then we have what? We have indices. We also have indices. Under indices, we have Nasdaq, we have US 1, we have US 300, US 200, we have US 30. All of that is under indices. And then we also have crypto. We have crypto. Under crypto, though I don't trade crypto with forex trading strategies. Under crypto, you have like BTC, USDT, you have like Ethereum, ETH. So those are just different assets. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to diversification, you have asset diversification and then prop trading diversification. Under prop trading diversification, it's just self-explanatory. Be able to trade with different prop firms. All right, it's easy to understand, because with one prop firm, let's just take my prop firm for an example, right? With Lionheart funding program, the max we can give you is $600,000. Once you've already reached your max capital allocation, there are people still want to trade with $2 million. With this, you can't continue trading with the same pro or buying more challenges with the prop firm. Although we can scale you up to about $2.5 million, but most people like me, I'll be able to trade with different prop firms to be able to diversify, put my eggs in different baskets, so that even if I have one bad luck with one prop firm, my other prop firm is still going to be able to survive me. So trade with different prop firms. I'm not just going to stand here since I own a prop firm and say, no, only trade with Lionheart funding program, blah, blah, blah. No, diversify, trade with different prop firms. So that's that under diversification. And let's quickly go to the next point on our list on how to succeed in forex trading in 2024, which is personal development. I don't know how I can emphasize on this. Forex trading is the only thing that will bring out the real you. If you are someone who never starts anything and finish, if you are someone who is very indisciplined, if you are someone who is very unorganized, forex trading will bring out the real you. Forex trading will bring out your real image. So when it comes to winning in forex trading in 2024, the first thing you need to first start is on you. That's the first thing. You need to first of all start on working on yourself. You need to first of all start on trying to list out your weaknesses. What are your weaknesses? What are your strengths? Okay, then you learn now, okay, how can I improve on my weaknesses? And then for my strength, how can I leverage on my strengths? So you start working on that. How do I deal with losses? What is my risk appetite? What is my risk tolerance? What risks can I be able to allow, which I'll still be able to tolerate? What risks can I be able to take, which I won't jump out of a story building or maybe have suicidal thought? The only time in my life that I ever had suicidal thought was when I started forex trading. That was started in 2015, then in 2016, that was when that happened. That was the only time in my life I ever had suicidal thought. And what happened? I was trading with binary options. Back then, I thought binary option was forex trading, right? Being the first person to try forex trading back in Cameroon, back then, there was no one trying to figure out everything on my own. I opened a brokerage account with IQ options. So open that account with IQ option. I was just checking on Google what is forex trading. I was trading binary options, thinking I was trading forex. And there was this day I went on YouTube. I regretted forever going on YouTube to watch this guy that day, and he was talking about this strategy, which was the Matinga strategy. But the Matinga strategy is simple. It just states that if you risk $1 and the market doesn't go your way, on the next trade, triple that. All right, on the next trade, triple that with the hope that if you win the next trade, you will be able to cover the last one you just lost. And even if on the next trade you don't win that trade, on the next one that is coming, triple that again, triple that. Instead of $3, put $9. And if the next one doesn't win again, instead of the other one, instead of putting $18, put $27. So you just keep. That is the Matinga system, which is deadly. The Matinga system is suicidal. I remember this day I went on IQ option. I was trading USD JPY. I used to start my compounding. I used to call it back then compounding. Though it's not compounding. Matinga, you need to start with a particular amount. So I started with $2. $2, because if you are someone who trade binary options, you understand. When I got a sound, I was like, okay, means this one didn't go my way. I put the second one, $2 means the next one you need to put $6. I put $6. Boom. I was like, okay. Anyway, this is a $500 account, and back then $500 in Cameroon was like $5 million. Was like $5 million to me today. So I was like, okay, this one didn't go my way. Remember, with this strategy, with the Matinga strategy, you are not supposed to give up. Meaning you need to keep going until whenever you don't have money again. That's why you can see how deadly the strategy is. Because the strategy assumes you have infinity amount of money. That's what the strategy assumes. It assumes that you have infinity amount of money. So after the $6 was a loss, remember I need to triple that again on the next bet. Right? So I immediately just went on my calculator, calculated 6 times 3, which was 18, and I put on the risk place, and I click on buy, because you need to just keep going on the same direction. I click on buy, and I heard the sound again. Boom. I was like, okay. 18 times 3 should be like $50 something. I immediately put it on the system, click on buy again. After about a minute, remember you get your results after about a minute. After about a minute, it was boom. It was a big loss again, because you get this sound, boom, which is a big loss. At that point in time, my heart started beating very, very fast. Because remember, that was my $500 account. My heart started beating very fast. I'm like, this is almost like a fortune. Not even governors in Cameroon earn 500,000, right? So I was saying, okay, this is already too much. But I'm like, according to the strategy this guy explained on YouTube, you're not supposed to give up. Even if you're losing, just keep going. Just one winner will cancel all those small losers. I calculated again $70 something times 3. That was already almost about 100 and something or $200. I put on the system. It went boom. At that point in time, what I was supposed to remember, $200, the next trade was supposed to be 3 times that, and I didn't even have up to that on my account again. So I just gathered everything that was still on my account, and I put on the next trade, and it went boom, 0. I looked at my account, I couldn't believe, I couldn't breathe. That means I couldn't breathe. I fell from the chair where I was sitting. I lie on the floor, and I was frozen. I was frozen for almost about 2 hours. I was staying alone at my hostel room, staying alone, trying to figure out everything on my own. I was on the floor for almost about 2 hours. I think I have a picture of even that chair, where the same position where I was sitting. That day I took a picture of that chair. I'm like, I'm not going to give up on this thing. This thing is going to be like a story one day. All right. I was on the floor for almost about 2 hours, just frozen. Then after about 2 hours, the same thoughts that were going to my mind, like, how can I just kill myself? That was the first and the last time in my life I ever thought of taking my own life. I ever had suicidal thought because of forex trading. That was the first and the last. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to forex trading, you need to be able to work on yourself. You need to be able to work on personal development, because immediately after that, I had to learn forex trading from the start. I had to know that education was key. I contacted Apart Fund, the institution that trained me. They trained me from the start to the finish. I had to know that, okay, when it comes to trading, I shouldn't invest more than what I can afford to lose, because that $500,000 was all my life life savings that I took from my cyber cafe that I used to have. I used to also plant tomatoes and stuff like that because I did agricultural economics and agribusiness at the level of the university. So all my life savings were up to about $500, which I put into that account and blew it. So I started working on myself, and it was the ability for me to be able to work on myself that helped me to be where I am today. The next point on our list, which is the second to the last point on our list, is continuous learning. Continuous learning. The reason why I started a YouTube channel, which resulted to me starting Godlove University, which is like one of the biggest online institutions now where we train people on how to trade Forex, was because I wanted to be in a loop where I keep on learning. Because just imagine I have a YouTube channel. I have almost about 600 videos on this channel now. I remember the kind of bomb I am after researching and shooting 600 videos, the kind of information I have, the kind of things I know. That was the reason why I started my channel, because I'm like, okay, let me start a community where together, when you guys watch my videos, you guys are obviously going to have questions, which I welcome. You guys are going to have questions on how can you do this? And then I'll be able to take my time, research. I don't know no one knows everything. I'll be able to take my time, research on those topics to say, okay, this person is having this challenge. And the more I'm trying to research on that particular topic, I'm knowing even more. I'm moving from level 5 to level 10. I'm increasing on my skills. I'm seeing new things. That was the reason why I started my channel. And another reason why I started my channel was also giving back. Giving back doesn't mean you're going to just remove money and give to people. Although today I give a lot of money back, but the reason why I started my channel back then was to give back in terms of education. Because I made one prayer. I was like, God, make me to know this Forex, and I will intend make another person to know how to trade. I will intend impact another person's life if you impact my life. So that was why I started my YouTube channel, which resulted to me forming Godlove University, which is having more than thousands of students, one of the biggest institutions now that you can be able to learn how to trade. So you can always check the link on the video description to be able to enroll in Godlove University, where you'll be able to hear from me one-on-one, where I'll be able to teach you Forex trading from the start to the finish. So that is that on continuous learning, because even creating these videos, I'm still learning. I'm still watching I'm still taking other courses. I'm still listening. I'm still learning new things. I'm learning more on personal development. I'm learning more on public speaking. Now, every month, I think every month, and in a different country, speaking on seminars, speaking on expos. So I'm reading and I'm learning a lot when it comes to public speaking, when it comes to dealing with people, when it comes to being in a corporate space, when it comes to just being in a space where you can attract a lot of good people or a lot of net worth to yourself. So that is part of continuous learning. And the last point on our list is just repeat. All right, just repeat the same thing. That's why there's one big phrase I used to say: trade, eat, sleep, and repeat. Trade, eat, sleep, and repeat. Just repeat. Because Forex trading sometimes is very boring. Let me burst your bubble. Forex trading sometimes is very, very boring. Because we've already seen something that is working, and you just keep doing the same thing over and over. You just keep doing the same thing over and over until when you see that, okay, that thing is not more working the way it was working. At that point in time, what happened? You just come to point number 2, which is flexibility and adaptability. You just come there, since you're flexible, you'll be able to make small changes, and you just start doing the same thing again, repeat over repeat. Just repeat something that is already working. Make sure you leverage on that. All right, that's why even when it comes to YouTube, when you see a video that does very well, you top down on that video and see that, okay, this is what people want to watch. I'm going to create more videos on that particular topic. It is the same thing in trading. Once you see something that is working, you top down on that, buy more challenges, use the same strategy. That's how you grow. So with these points, trust me, I can already guarantee you you're make it in Forex trading in 2024. Like I said, if you want me to mentor you one-on-one, you can check the link on the video description to enroll in Godlove University. And if you want to use Paytrex Pro, which is the most viral and the most profitable Forex robot, also check the link on the video description. Succeeding in 2024, you also need a prop firm account that will give you funds to trade. In that note, if you want to learn from me one-on-one, then you need to enroll in Godlove University. And talking about Godlove University, we have thousands of students that are learning how to trade Forex from the ground. You'll be able to have direct Zoom sessions with me. You'll be able to have one-on-one sessions with me. You'll also be in a Discord community of students who are like-minded and sharing ideas on a daily basis. Talking about the prop firm, trust me, if you want to succeed in 2024, you need a good prop firm, and I'm there to cater for that. So talking about a good prop firm, check the link on the video description to be able to use the prop firm I have recommended for you guys. And if you want a private account, which obviously you should be able to have a private brokerage account, also check the link below to use my recommended brokers. My free Telegram community, VIP community, and any other thing that has to do with me, you'll be able to find the links on the video description. Check out this video, which was a full video I made teaching you guys how to trade forex trading from the start in 2024. Also check out this playlist, which are all the videos that are going to kickstart you for 2024 going ahead, and click here to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and I'll see you guys on these other videos. Peace.